around this guy. Now, this is unfortunately an European version. I've been lucky at least that I got one with a faceplate, not one with a mount, which I think was one of the biggest errors Hasbro has ever made. It all pretty much resolves around him being in his mode for doodads, or however they may be called. But instead of adding his lame Power Ranger add-ons, he is going to fuse with this guy. For doing that, he has two modes. Both resolve him being pulled apart into 4 separate parts. Now, this is the very simple version, because you pull off his legs and shove him over Optimus's legs. Now, this does give a problem, because standing completely straight is now pretty much impossible. You have to spread out his legs a bit. I don't like really that much this look. Next part is separate his head again, pull him apart, and you already see here these fists on him. Pull this to the side, fold in the hand, and there you actually have the entire transformation. And shove it onto Optimus, or Convoy. Same deal here. Turn around the hand. And spread open his chest. He looks nice like this. This is really a reminiscent of his G1 Power Master, God Master with Apex armor. That look it's going for doesn't really do much for me. What's also quite lame in this version is that his main weapon is this one, his Optimus weapon, which he used like normal, like yeah, it just fits in these hands. So this is what he usually used in the series in this form, which I thought was kinda a bit ludicrous. But then again, all his weaponry is the same as WingSabers. So just his knee cannons, which I can't say I've actually seen used in this form at all. Now, this isn't really the most interesting form, because to me he has a better form. In the series, this version is named Wing Convoy. I don't know if the American version renames himself, because I frankly put never have seen Energon at all. I've only seen Superlink. Next part resolves in pulling off his legs again, removing his arms, putting him to the side again. This time the transformation is a bit more involved. We pull apart the arms, cannons go forward and hands are folded out. Rotate it to this, so we have pretty much an entire arm. And cannon goes forward. Same deal for this one. Hands out, rotate, and just there you have another Autobot symbol for nice display in a moment. Then we have his legs. We have to remove his Autobot hands out of the way. This flap goes here. The hand rotates with the knuckles up, to the red plate. Fold in. He does transform in the series with his hand still sticking out like this also. And there you have one of Nike Prime's feet. Same goes for the other side. And there you have his other feet. Excuse me for my English, it's not my native language, but I'm trying my best as I can. Shove him into them again. There's also something to be said for this whole way of them joining up. There are some suggestions you can make by this stick red thing going into a hole and so on. And there he is in his cannon mode. Wing convoy cannon mode. I must say mine isn't as sturdy anymore as it used to be because I've played a lot with him. His articulation isn't that good because it's a bit limited due to the size of his arms, but at least he has some. His knees still bent. So he is slightly poseable, but his feet are so big they can't really do much with him. His arms rotate in the same joints. Head still turns a little bit. But overall, I just love him to pose him like this, with all of his firepower in this form. Because, frankly put, this is one of the most awesome primes I got. He's got the most firepower of all of them. I do recommend them if you can get them as a set. WingSaber alone, I think he's worthwhile getting. Some might disagree, but I just like him, even if he looks like a brick. But he just is worth it, despite being a brick. Because, like G1, G1 toys are very playable. And still WingSaber is also quite playable in my opinion. And he makes up for it with this awesome gimmick, because, well, he's a gimmick former. And here you go, that's Transformers Super Link WingSaber.